Cinema.
Welcome back to War of Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Par the Collector. What's up, everybody?
And today I gave you the third installation of Par's Month of Terror.
Par's Month of Terror.
The Black Coat's Daughter.
The Black Coat's Daughter, which, by the way, like, the title I feel like has nothing to do with this movie, really. Like, I thought that through the whole thing. I'm like, I don't see, like, I don't know. They're wearing black coats? Like...
Writer, director, Oz Perkins, starring Emma Roberts.
Three chicks.
Yeah. Kiernan Shipka?
I feel like I saw the little one in other
Lucy
things.
Biden. Yes, she was... Oh my God, it's going to kill me. Wife pointed it out. I was like, it is her, isn't it?
And I feel like that movie's a lot better than this one. What I remember her from. I could be wrong.
So what is the Black Coat's Daughter?
It's about I don't know. First of all, this movie is hard to follow at some points for me, just because, like, I don't know.
The first time you watch it, you're like trying to figure it out. The second time you watch it, when you like know what's happening, it's so much easier to watch. Because I did that yesterday. I rewatched it. I was like, this makes so much more sense watching it the second time.
I don't know, man. I was like, I've been doing so good with this shit.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, damn. And I'm like, it's horror, though. Like, it's not supposed to be this hard. Like...
This is a recommendation from my brother because I was asking him and his wife are really into horror. I'm like, what are some like really scary movies? He's like, I don't know if it's scary, but it's definitely up your alley about Black Coat's Daughter. I was like, I'll check it out. I put it on my like wish list.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wasn't really scared at all in this movie.
Yeah.
When she jumped out and stabbed the shit out of that girl, you know, towards the end, I was like, oh, okay, that surprised me a little bit. Just because she was like, fuck, where'd you come from? Like,
so what, tell me what this movie is.
It's pretty much, you're following three different girls. Two of them are at a boarding school, and one of them is kind of like a drifter, I guess.
Let me stop you right there. We're following two girls.
Right.
Okay.
But at the beginning, I didn't know.
Oh.
Right.
The way it's like time.
Right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. At the first, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, what does this have to do with anything?
Right. Well, eventually I figured that it would like tie in or whatnot, but
So you have the two girls at the boarding school.
Right. And one of them is like a popular girl, like, you know, kind of older.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I ain't gonna lie, the first 45 minutes of this movie, it's not a horror movie. I feel like I'm watching like Pretty Little Liars or fucking American Teenager or whatever, you know?
It's just slow and methodical.
When
and
you said it was like Mandy, I was like, all right, well, that movie was, you know, but there was still shit going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they introduced the cult leader and stuff like that, there was other shit that, you know, kept you interested. This one was just kind of like, why do I care about any of this shit?
Yeah.
But, yeah, she's pregnant with a boy and they ain't supposed to, I guess it's like an all-girls school. They ain't supposed to have boys and shit in there. And like,
right.
So it's like a Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
And the ladies that run it are, you know, real uptight, frigid women.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is a younger girl. She's probably about 15, 14. And she plays piano and she's just kind of weird. And
I love that one part in the beginning of the movie whenever she's talking to the headmaster. She's like, I'm just sad you're going to miss my performance. I was like, oh shit, some shit's about to go down, because it was just very foretelling. Like, even the first time I watched it, I was like, oh shit, she's going to fuck some shit up.
I think she killed her parents too.
Mm-hmm. Well, in the beginning, she showed the car accident.
Was that a car accident?
I thought so. Or
well, why wasn't she in the car? Because she's walking with her dad.
Yeah.
She's like, Mom, and then you see the car all fucked up and then like hair hanging out the window. So I assume the mom died, but like, and that's what I was like, all right, Black Coat's Daughter, because all you see is like a dude in a black coat, long black coat, like walking with her, and he's not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought maybe it was like, maybe that's the devil, you know, I don't know. But, so they're going on holiday break or whatever, and parents are supposed to come see the kids' school and how they're doing and then take the kids home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these two girls, their parents don't come. And one of them, you find out that she lied to her parents about what day it was. So she could go see this boy and tell him that she was pregnant and all that.
Okay.
And the other girl, her parents just can't be gotten a hold of or
right.
anything. And then she's like, can I just stay here? And they're like, no, you can't live at the school during holiday break. Like, you have to go home.
Yeah.
So since they're both there, they're like, hey, why don't you just keep an eye on the younger one, you know? She's like, yeah, okay, I guess. She leaves and she tells the little one, who's weird as shit, like, I'm going out for a while. She's like, they told you to watch me. And she's like, no, I'm going to go do this. I'll be back. She goes and tells the boy. Obviously, he does what most teenage boys do. He's like, yeah, I'm out. She comes back, and then while she's gone, I guess, like, the girl goes down to the basement and gets possessed by the boiler. That's how I took it.
The little girl's name is Catherine. The other girl's name is Rose.
Rose, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so she hears, Rose hears talking or whatever, and she's like, what the fuck was she doing? She goes down to the boiler room, and Catherine is just straight up worshiping the boiler.
Yeah.
Like, just, it's a really creepy imagery.
Yeah, it is. I was going to say that. There was a lot of cool imagery in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene, that first scene when he shows all the snow in the road. I love that. I was just like, man, that was like a painting or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it's definitely some Satan shit going down there. Some dark arts.
But then there's also another chick, the quote unquote third chick,
right,
that we're following. Like you said, she's a drifter. She gets picked up by this man and this woman. He's like, hey, we're heading the way you're headed. Hop in the car, we'll give you a ride. Mom's like, what the fuck are you doing? Right. Why are you just picking random chicks up?
No, she doesn't say a fucking word the first time.
Yeah. Well, not until they're in the diner.
Right.
She's like,
no, after the diner.
After the diner.
She only has one set of dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that real creepy part where she's in the car and all you can see is like the tears welling in her eyes as she's telling the story.
About her daughter.
Well, she's not really telling it, but she's kind of like telling it.
Right.
And I thought that was fucking cold-blooded as shit, too, by the way.
It was.
We'll get to that. But yeah. So the dad's like, hey, it's freezing out here. Like, you're gonna die out here. Like, I need you to, can I help you? And he's like, my wife's in the car. Like, I'm just trying to be helpful. I'm not weird or any of that, you know? And she gets in the car. And they're driving, and then it cuts to like her at a hotel,
mm-hmm.
and she's like getting a shower, and it shows a bullet wound
right in her shoulder,
and it shows a flashback to a guy with a gun, shooting her. But then I thought it was really weird that she when the dad knocked on the door, Phil, his name's Phil. When Phil knocks on the door, she's in a towel. She doesn't like get dressed or like hang on a minute, nothing. She just opens the door and then sits down on the bed.
Yeah, but it's a stranger old man. That's kind of creepy.
That's what I'm saying. Like first of all, like people are nice like that nowadays. You know what I mean? For the most part.
Yeah, he was overly nice. It was borderline
inappropriate.
Yeah.
And then like when she seen that she was only in a towel, he wasn't like, oh, I'll wait over here until you get dressed or like, whatever. He just goes and sits down.
Yeah, he's gonna pop a squat. Yeah.
He just sits down and then she just sits down. And it's just really awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh God, he's about to do something bad.
Yeah. It's just building that like that uncomfortable tension atmosphere. I love it.
So she's like, why are you helping me? And he's like, do you believe in God? And she's like, no. And he's like, not like so quickly? Like you didn't even look for him or not? And she's like, no. He's like, oh, well, for me, it's not a book. It's not this, and he goes into that like, and he's like, for me, I told you remind me of somebody. You remind me of my daughter. And we lost her going on 9 years ago tomorrow.
Right.
And it's just like really weird that's like, he's like, do you live in Portsmouth? And she's like, no. And he's like, well, do you live in Brantford? And she's like, you're going to Brantford? He's like, yeah, we're going to the next town over. Is that where you're from? And she doesn't say anything. She keeps saying, I'm sorry. And he's like, You don't have to apologize to me. You know, I want to help. You know, God, I guess I saw God in you. Like, I guess I saw my daughter. I just want to help. And it's just so fucked up thinking back on it. Because, like I said, once you get to the end of the movie, you're like, oh, what a fucking bitch. So she says thank you, and he's like, well, you look like you're starving. She's like, you must have been really tired. You slept for 4 hours in the back seat.
Right.
She's like, where's your wife? And he's like, she's sleeping. And he's like, why don't you get dressed? There's a restaurant next door. You come eat with me.
Right.
Okay.
So go over to the diner, have some food, and he's like, let me show you a picture of my daughter. So he takes out this picture, but before then, we're still back with the two girls.
It cuts back to them before it goes to the diner.
Right.
And she's like, what were you doing down there?
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't say anything. She's like, are you sleepwalking? Like, do you do that? And the girl's like, yeah. She's like, do you need a towel? And then it cuts to her, and she's standing in the room, and the girl's just in the closet. And she's not saying anything. She keeps talking, and she's not saying anything. She's like, hello, are you in there? And she's like, yeah. She comes out, and she's like, gets in the bed, and she's like, something about, we were supposed to leave Friday, and now you weren't here, and now it's too late. They're dead. And she's like, what did you say? Don't say that. Like, your parents are fine. You're fine. Like, just go to sleep. Like, when you wake up tomorrow, you'll be fine. She says, you smell pretty.
Yeah. It's a motif she says a few times.
She keeps saying it to her.
Because she was on the phone, and then the girl walks up to her. She says, who are you talking to? Nobody. You smell pretty. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess that's like Satan talking to her on the phone. The first phone call, I assumed, was because telling her that he killed her parents for her, or took care of him. And so it cuts to Friday. Neither one of their parents are there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both sitting down to dinner with like the ladies that run the place.
Oh, right, the Catholic ladies.
And she asked Rose to say the prayer, and she goes to say it, and like she's the only one saying it. I guess they're supposed to say it together. Both the girls are. Catherine's not saying anything. And they're like, Catherine, is something wrong? And she's like, no, ma'am. She's like, can you say the prayer with Rose? And she said, sure. And she starts it, and then she just stops. Starts kind of like laughing, and then she kind of looks sick. And they're like, what is your problem, girl? You say the prayer or whatever. Then she just stands up and throws up all over the fucking food, the table, everything.
Right.
And then they go to the clinic or whatever, and they're like, she's fine. She's fine. Everything's fine. And she's like, she says something about like, why isn't the headmaster here? She's like, why would the headmaster call here? Oh, that's what it was, because when she's in the hall on the phone, she says she's on the phone with the headmaster.
Right.
He says, I can't live here, and my parents aren't coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, why would he call the school or something like that? And then,
or she's like, why would he call you?
Right.
He's like, did the headmaster call for me?
Right. And then the ladies go out of the room and answer the phone, and the Rose is standing in the room with Kat, and she's like, he's gonna let me stay here this time, like. And then the girls, they hang up the phone, and they're like, Rose, we need you to come in here. She goes in there like, we need you to go out there and shovel the driveway because the headmaster's coming this afternoon. And she's like, why the fuck do I have to do it? Because right before they try to give her some medicine, they try to give Catherine some medicine, and she's like, don't touch me, you fucking cunt.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whoa. Because like, you ain't heard this girl say but like 10 words the whole fucking movie to this point.
And I love the overdub.
Yeah.
That they did, or the underdub, I guess, of the demon.
You fucking
saying cunt at the same time. That was a cool little edit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's full on possessed.
Yeah.
But you don't really know what's going on. You're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And then she murders the two fucking Catholic.
As old girl is out there shoveling stuff.
Right. Just
murders the fuck
out of them.
And you don't see how brutal it is. You just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she just walks past them like nothing happened, and they're just like, one lady's like struggling.
Yeah.
So it was pretty brutal. So then the girl,
she goes to bed or whatever.
Well, I know I've watched this twice, but it's hard to piece everything together properly.
She goes to sleep, and then it cuts to the headmaster and a cop being there, or the headmaster being there, and he comes in and sees the bodies of the two ladies, and he's like, holy shit. So it cuts to what's her name and the dad in the diner.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he shows a picture of his daughter, and you see who the daughter is. So you're thinking it's either Catherine or Rose. And of course it's Rose.
Right.
So you're like, oh, fuck, this girl's going to get murked too. And like I said, you are already led to believe that Catherine is the one. So then I'm looking at the fucking random strange girl sitting across, because Catherine had a name, and then, you know, Rose had a name when they told their little backstory.
Right.
This girl didn't get one. And that's what led me believe that that's the killer. Like, that's the girl. And then I'm like, holy shit, she's going to kill this fucking people's family after she already killed their daughter.
Yeah.
So you have that little realization moment, like, and then that's when you have that creepy ass scene between the wife and Catherine in the back of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I bet you he told you you look just like our daughter, don't you?
Yeah. He says that to everyone, or all girls, or something like that.
And she's like, I've never seen it. She's like, you look nothing like my daughter.
Yeah.
She's like, nobody reminds me of him. She's like, one time. And then she goes into this really intricate, like, memory of seeing a girl at a school or like at a shop getting signed buying something, holding on to money tight. And I'm just like, wow, this is really like, she's hammering this home.
Right.
But obviously it's a woman that's like fucked up about getting her child murdered,
as anybody would,
and you don't know how brutal it is until you find out a little bit later in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So then the dad gets in, and he's like, all right, are we ready to go? And it cuts back to that, and that's when old girl wakes up, or she's in the bathroom. She wakes up, she's in the bathroom, and I think she's taking a pregnancy test or something. And she hears the bathroom door open, and she calls out, because it's only her and the girl and those two ladies. She's like, Catherine, is that you? Nothing. And then you hear the door open again and close. So she gets out, she looks around, she looks in the bathroom, nothing there. She comes out, and she opens the door to like the end of the hallway that leads to the stairs, and she sees like a fucking body or something down there. And that's when old girl pops out. That's why I said that was probably the best, scariest part of the movie, is because she just comes out of fucking left field. This movie's really dark, and it's like dark. It's old school, so it's kind of like, I don't know why there's no lighting in this fucking place, but like they were saving on money apparently.
They're creating atmosphere,
right? Yeah. So no lighting in horror movies.
It's like whenever you're making a meal and it looks gross, so you're like, oh, it's rustic.
Right. So she pops out, she stabs the fuck out of her like 6, 7, 8 times, man.
Right. She stabs her in the stomach a couple of times. She turns around and then just starts going to town on her back. It's like, all right.
And then when she goes down, dude, you see her pull her up by her hair, and we're led to believe that she cuts her head off, you know?
Yeah, because this is the time whenever doesn't she go down with the 3 heads and in the furnace? That's when she gets shot by the cop, because the cop comes in, he has a shotgun, or a rifle.
No, it's a shotgun. That's what I
Okay.
was gonna say, because like that's probably one thing that I was like, I don't like that. Even a single barrel shotgun, her fucking arm is gone. Dog.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's not going to be one
Nah.
clean bullet hole.
Had it been a rifle, maybe. But she ain't a big girl to begin with, so like they ain't much there. Like that shit is fucking. She's, that's her.
Yeah.
But again, like if you do that, then it's the girl. There's no reveal. There's no big moment in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he should have just had a handgun.
Yeah. That would have made more sense. Yeah, why the shotgun? Like, what are you going after?
Did you think there was gonna be a buck down there, like a bear or some shit?
No, it's just a girl with 3 heads and a knife.
Yeah, I thought she already put him in the furnace or whatever.
No, they were like lined up
Oh, yeah,
in
that's
front of the
right, that's
furnace. It was her
She
offerings.
She does that real creepy, like, and then that's when he shoots her. But
Right. So what happens is,
Then
that's when she's sitting on the bed, headmaster
strapped to
comes-
the fucking bed,
strapped to the bed.
and it's not the headmaster; it's a fucking priest. And
Oh,
then
okay.
They just straight up rip off the Exorcist.
Yeah. But I mean, all exorcisms do. Like
Right,
exorcisms.
that's true. True movie, true story.
So he gives her an exorcism, and this is where my favorite part of this whole fucking movie comes in. Is
It looks like Batman Shadow. It does. It looks like Batman Shadow.
it's a weird shadow Batman. Shadow.
Vengeance.
Oh, we will talk about that Batman trailer.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
And as he's doing the exorcism, she looks over, sees the shadow, and she's like, "Please don't go." And then it disappears. Looks away, comes back, and it's no longer there.
Mhm.
I loved that. So then she gets put into a mental institution, obviously, for obvious reasons.
And then after 20 years, or 10 years,
after 9 years, she kills one of the ladies, takes her badge, takes her identity, and then becomes a drifter to get back to.
because she wants
the murders.
She wants to.
Before that, then we cut back to the drifter. We see how she became who she was. She's in the car with the parents.
Yeah, and that's where the brutality of the fucking movie goes.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of makes you think like the demon was trying to help her out, because it kind of like all matched up perfectly for her to murder the fuck out of that poor girl's parents.
Right. Yeah. It was pretty.
Because the mom, for some reason, like I guess she just felt like they were gonna get fucking killed, like because she's like, "Did you tell her about our daughter, or did you just say what you always say, that same shit about we lost her?
Mm-hmm.
She's not missing. She was brutally murdered. Did you tell her that they had to do a blood test to match her head to the body?"
Mm-hmm.
And then girl's like, "Can you pull over? I'm gonna be sick." And he's like, "What was that back there?" And the dad, Phil, he's been in a bunch of movies.
Yeah, I remember him most from Pineapple Express.
Oh yeah, he's great in that.
That's just the one line. Illegal.
Illegal.
This is the one thing that pops into my mind every time I see his face. But
Oh, for
he's
me,
pretty
it's
great.
48 hours.
Oh,
He'd be the bad guy of 48 hours.
true.
But
So they pull over, and she takes out that knife and just starts going
slits
to work.
the shit out of the dad's throat, and then
Mhm.
stabs the fuck out of his neck,
Right.
and then stabs the fuck out of the mom,
Right.
and then
But important part is she throws up immediately after.
yeah,
Why?
because she feels bad.
So whenever the demon was in her,
It made her
it
throw
killed
up.
them. Well, it killed those people and it didn't have a problem. But now she's not a murderer.
Right, she's trying to get the demon back.
Right. So her throwing up is like just something that she's not equipped to deal with without
Right.
the demon. She's a
And-
human being.
Yeah, because she's also knows that she's gonna have to do what she's got to do. She cuts their heads off,
Yeah.
and then walks back to the school,
Back to the furnace.
boiler.
Yeah.
Goes down there, and then she comes up, and nothing happened. Like she doesn't feel the demon again, so
Yeah,
she
it's
just
gone.
she just starts crying, and
Yep.
like she has nothing, nobody, because that's the whole thing is like she didn't have anybody, and I guess having a demon
is
love
better
you,
than being alone.
Really alone. I guess is the moral of the story.
I love that take on it though. Is like somebody wanting.
It was definitely
the
different.
possession.
Yeah, it was definitely different. That's what I said. Like I wanted to hate it a lot more, but like when I thought about it, I was like, this is the most fucked up way of saying something.
Yeah.
But I guess that was the point, you know? So like I said, I didn't hate it. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. It's just a different take on
possession. Like I said, I don't know if horror, I don't know. I guess you could have made it a little scarier, but like the brutality of the kills is obviously why it was put in the horror genre.
Yeah. That's why this one I told you it was just atmosphere. It's supposed to like keep you on the edge of your seat and give you those like emotions of being uncomfortable.
This was the only one out of the 4 that I hadn't heard of.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, oh, what's it going to be? You know? And like,
it's definitely my self-indulgent pick. This is like my kind of interest in horror.
It was a good change up.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it more than It Follows for sure.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't, I don't know. It Follows kind of, I don't know. I didn't really, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like the preview made it seem.
Yeah, you know? I think that's the problem with it. It was mismarketed.
Exactly. The Conjuring, I'm really nervous for that one because I've heard that it's pretty shitty, like scary.
What do you
jump scares and whatnot?
What do you give Black Coat's Daughter?
What I give Black Coat's Daughter, I'm gonna give it a 7.2.
7.2.
7.2.
It's respectable.
Yeah.
I give it a recommended for anyone.
I would say for anyone. If you're into the thriller / like kind of demonic type things, like an exorcism type of movie, like it's going to lead you to believe that it's not that. And then at the end, it kind of makes it up for it. But
right.
Like you said, ignore the first 35-40 minutes of this movie, like Greg told me, and you can get to the part of it that's actually good.
It takes it a minute to pick up. But
it's a slow build. Slow build.
Slow build.
That's probably my biggest complaint with it. Like, that's why I wouldn't have gave it a 7, but like the end made up for it for me personally.
Right.
I thought it was a good payoff.
I think so too.
That last scene of her just breaking the fuck down in the middle of nowhere, and that same imagery from the beginning of the movie with the snow, and she's just fucking crying, and like I just was like, all right, cool. So fuck you. You feel bad for it. You should
feel bad.
She should feel fucking bad.
That she's not feeling bad for what she did. She's feeling bad because she can't have her demon back.
Yeah, that too. Like, I hope you're just fucking stuck with that shit forever. Like,
sad that she can't have her demon back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant feel bad for.
Well, she should still feel bad for murdering the fuck out of people. Yes, that's what I was saying too. But like, obviously, she thought she got a get out of jail free card with the first one, and then the second one, and then it kind of makes you think like maybe she wasn't really possessed the whole fucking time. Maybe she just liked killing fucking people, and that gave her an excuse.
Oh, true. That's not even that's not a bad idea of thinking about it. Is exorcism is more of a psychological thing. Like you don't actually have a demon in you,
right?
But
well, that's the whole thing about it is the supernatural effect of it. Is there an actual demon? Like demons don't take physical form. That's why they take over people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why movies like Constantine and shit I've always thought did a real good job. Like you had to look in mirrors and shit, or you had to have died and come back to life to like see them.
Or like They Live, you have some special glasses. But those are aliens.
Yeah. But I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Right. Someone was just talking about it, and I was like, I haven't seen that in so long.
That is what definitely a cult of a cult classic right there. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe she made it up. Maybe she didn't. But that's part of the ambiguity of it, I guess.
True. But yeah, like you said, next is The Conjuring. So I thought I had seen this before, but I get it mixed up with Insidious. So me and the wife sat down and watched it, and it's pretty. Like, it's pretty. My wife said, please don't make me watch these movies again. She sat through it. But
is that bad?
Not bad, like scary. Like, she was anxious the whole time.
Damn it. That's the one. And of course, it's the last one, too.
Well, yeah, I saved the good one for last. I just wanted to explore horror this month in different ways. Like, we had the gore.
Right.
Then we had the anticipated, or what was it called? with It
Anticipation?
Follows. Anticipation, but anyway.
Okay.
And then we had The Atmosphere with Black Coat's daughter.
Right.
So now we're going to get into modern horror. This is basically his take on modern horror.
Is this the one James Wan does?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Saw, Insidious, this, and fucking Malignant, which is so different.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm going to get it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I like Malignant a lot.
I got you a little gift, bud.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got you the movie Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Why?
Because it's a great movie. And I think you'd like it more if you watched it again.
I was thinking about this movie the other day because this is on a lot of people's favorite list.
Dude, it's I when I first saw it, I was like, how did I never hear about this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Because my dad told me about it. He's like, there's this movie with fucking Robert Downey Jr. It was before Iron Man,
Yeah.
And he's like, Val Kilmer. And I'm like, I love Val Kilmer. And he's like, I know. He's like, it's actually really good. He's like, it's funny as shit. And I'm like, all right. So he put it on and I loved it.
Yeah.
And he gave me his copy and then I found another copy. So I was like, you know what? And I was going to give it to my sister because she loves this movie too.
Yeah.
Because when we did this for the podcast, she was like, he didn't like that movie. I was like, I know, right? I figured that'd be right up his alley. And so I got another copy of it, and she's already got a copy, so I'm gonna give you this one.
All right. So yeah, we did an episode on Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I wasn't a fan of it. It didn't hit me right. I guess I don't know why.
I just some of the parts in it I thought were hilarious.
I'm gonna give it a rewatch. I'm gonna see if I can let go of my judgments and try to enjoy it for what it is.
Val Kilmer, he killed it for me in this one, and I thought Robert Downey Jr. did a good
Yeah, but
job.
you didn't like Real Genius, which really kind of was a gut punch for me.
I don't know, man.
Because I love Real Genius.
I think it was just because it wasn't when I was a kid, so I don't know.
You didn't see it when you were a kid, so you didn't like it. I watched it as a grown adult and I still loved it, so that's not an excuse.
I don't know. I just thought he was real slapsticky in it. Val Kilmer's a very good actor.
That's what I liked about it, though, is his slapstickiness.
Honestly, I don't like that kind of Val Kilmer. I like good Val Kilmer. I don't know. Maybe he's still figuring it out.
Yeah.
But Val Kilmer, I always thought is one of the best actors ever.
Mm-hmm.
And have you seen the thing for that for the documentary about him?
I have. It's on Amazon Prime. I haven't watched it yet.
I want
his
to.
son did it, right?
Right, because his vocal cords are kind of fucked.
Yeah. Throat cancer.
Right. It just looks so badass that
I heard it's really, really good.
And that he wants to tell a story.
I'm surprised you haven't watched it yet.
I know. I'm going to. I've just been busy. But I'm going to get around to it. And then also, I got you.
I was going to say, what is this?
I got you the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze.
Is that what that is?
Because you're so cool.
I couldn't recognize it.
Because you're so cool. I figure you can put him up here in the lab,
That's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze, is it?
Yes, it is.
It doesn't look like him. I don't know why.
It's because he's got his little ice goggles on.
Ice goggles on, yeah.
That's DC licensed shit, man.
Thanks, it'll go in my little collection.
That's what got Joel Schumacher that fourth movie.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dude, I forgot. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's your movie back. But
I don't have much of a haul lately. I haven't been buying movies as much. The reason I was asking you, I text you if you have a 4K player,
right.
is because I finally pulled the trigger and I bought a 4K player, like a UHD.
Oh wow.
4K player. So I have a few Ultra HDs or Ultra 4Ks that I want to start watching.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go ahead and get the player. So, because I'm going to start buying 4K movies. I don't know how I'm going to let you borrow them and watch them if you don't step up your game.
Yeah, you got to be fucking bougie on me, bro.
You got to
getting rich man movies on me.
You could either get a PS5 or a Xbox One or whatever they're up to now. The new one.
Oh, does the Xbox have it too?
Yep. I only know that because
I'm sure I'll get a 5 before I'll go out and buy a fucking 4K Blu-ray player.
Yeah. They're expensive. It was $200.
Yeah.
which is on the cheap end, but.
And then I got to get a fucking 4K TV and then a 4K fucking cord.
Oh, yeah. You have a old school TV, like 10 years old, right?
Yeah, it's fucking ancient. Hey, bro, I fucking blood, sweat, and tears with that TV. I'll keep that TV until it stops working.
Right. Yeah, we got a 4K TV. I think it was last year, just because we had some extra money and wanted to upgrade our TV. So we went ahead and got the 4K TV. So I want the 4K player to go with it.
My wife keeps wanting to pull the trigger on another TV, but like,
go for it.
I like that TV.
You only like it because you paid so much on it.
Yeah, I know. I felt like I got fucked. So I'm getting my money's worth out of that bitch.
I think you did.
You think I did?
Yeah. $1,000 for every year.
Oh, shit. Almost. I don't know. How long? I've had that TV a while. I've had a TV since my son was a baby.
That's what you were telling me.
Yeah.
I think you are due for a new TV.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, that bitch is a 61? So, like.
I think mine's a 65.
I mean, it's not a contest, Greg.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, you should pull the trigger and get a new TV and a 4K player while you're at it.
I'll probably wait till like Christmas time because they got, all those
sales. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh my God, TVs go on sale. Like whenever I go to like Target or Walmart, everyone just has a TV.
I'm gonna have to do it in stages because I'm gonna have to buy the TV or the PlayStation 5 first.
Yeah,
and then, get the rest of the shit that goes with it.
Definitely.
How much are the cords? The 4K cords?
I don't know, but I gotta find out.
They're like $150 for the fucking cord.
The player comes with a cord, but now I need to get one for my receiver because my receiver is 4K compatible, but you need the special cord for it. So. Yeah. I gotta go pick one up.
There's always a little extra money that has to be spent.
Always get you some way.
Sub-assembly required.
Yeah. But so I saw this at Walmart.
Mm.
I know we talked about it before. It's Censor. I saw it at Walmart on DVD, but they didn't have a Blu-ray. I was like, "Where's the Blu-ray? I want the Blu-ray." There's also a special edition coming out for like $45, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that much.
You probably spent $15 on that.
I only paid $10 for this. So I got it from Walmart. But the thing is, I tried to look online to see if they sold. They only made a DVD copy. Magnetic. Only released. Magnet. Only released a DVD copy. I don't know why.
That's because they thought it sucked.
No, it's awesome. I love this movie so much. I've seen it twice. I'm going to watch it.
It wasn't even worthy of wasting a Blu-ray to print on.
Right.
And I found a Blu-ray for fucking The Mask of Zorro the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
The one with Antonio Banderas.
I didn't see it.
Nobody did. Not a soul did.
But yeah, we're gonna do this one. Eventually.
Right.
I love Censor. It's such a good movie.
I'm ready for the month of McCarthy.
God damn it. I'm not.
Be lucky that I'm being nice, bro, because I thought about it the other day. I almost gave you the extended uncut version of Tammy.
Why? Why would you? Why is that? Why does that exist, first of all?
Because I got it for 50 cents. But yeah, that's probably my least favorite McCarthy movie. And
yeah, I heard
my wife likes it, but I almost gave it to you. That was going to be the last. That was going to be the last one I gave you to end the month of McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, go be the mean. I'm only going to give him the good ones because I want you to be a fan of her. That's the goal. Is by the end of this month, you're a fan of her.
It's going to be a hard sell, but we'll see.
Some of this shit though is so fucking good though. So funny. All right, did you saw This Is 40, right?
Yes.
You didn't think she was funny in that little bit she was in?
she's funny in like small doses in the right roles. Yes, I thought that was hilarious. He touched my nipple. Is your nipple on your shoulder?
Fuck you, Jill. Your husband probably fucking killed himself.
I love This Is 40. Like I feel like This Is 40 does not get enough appreciation. That movie is brilliant.
That is the best,
especially if you're married.
That is the best sequel based off of another fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that has nothing to do. Yeah, like it's the best, dude. The only thing that would have made it a little bit better was if like we could have got just a fucking frame of Seth Rogen in there.
Yeah,
but, like you never know. Maybe we get This Is 50, and then you get a Rogen cameo. But then they'd have to try to figure out Heigl. Yeah,
Katherine Heigl, yeah.
Probably won't happen because her and Judd Apatow don't fuck with each other.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
ruined her
nobody.
career.
Actually, nobody fucks with Katherine Heigl because all she does is talk shit about everybody.
Yeah.
When they make a movie with her,
Right.
I actually like that one with her and Gerard Butler, the ugly little truth or the ugly truth. It's a rom-com, but it's funny.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good in it.
Anytime I see her, I kind of just avoid it because I'm not.
I'm not the same way.
Like
now.
other than Knocked Up, I don't care.
I don't remember how I saw that one. I think me and the wife got it out of a red box, just like because fuck it.
Knocked Up?
No.
Oh.
The Ugly Truth.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we ended up watching it and we were like, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, there's some movies I've come across like that too, just randomly rent.
Like there was just nothing better to watch, like so I was just like, fuck it, get that.
Yeah.
Back then, red boxes were like $1, $1.80.
I know now they're like $5. Just stupid.
I can't believe they still exist.
Yeah.
With streaming being what it is now, like streaming kind of killed them. Because now, why would I pay you $2 to watch it for 24 hours when I can get it on TV?
Some people just prefer it that way, I guess.
For free.
Because they have it in Walmart, and like as you're leaving, it's like, oh, you want to get a red box? My problem is I got to return the motherfucker.
Dude, I have a fucking stack of red boxes that never got returned.
So you paid over what the movie was
like
worth?
some of those movies I paid $30 for. Yeah, bro.
What is wrong with you?
It's not me, it's my wife. She be losing shit way more than I do. Some of the movies I have and what I paid for them is fucking ridiculous. What to expect when you're expecting. I have that on Blu-ray, Greg. I paid $30 for that.
Why?
It's not even a real case. It's one of them shitty little plastic ones.
That's what I was going to say. You don't even have the original.
Nope.
That's like I was telling you, the lady in my my community group on Facebook was trying to sell those DVDs without cases for like $5 each. I was like, fuck off.
What?
Yeah.
No. There's no way. I know you're not a big TikTok guy, but you need to go check out my TikTok that I made yesterday.
I hate TikTok.
Huge haul, bro.
I really hate TikTok. I think it's such a waste of time.
I hit the biggest fucking jackpot of hauls.
Yeah?
Yes.
What'd you get? Gotta go see TikTok to see it.
I mean, I could tell you, but it's just not gonna live up to the beautifulness of the of what I got. But I got a shitload of starting lineups sealed in the packaging. And you're looking at me like, what are those? Those are athletes from the 90s. They're action figures. They're like the ones that Macaulay Culkin shoots
okay.
in Home Alone.
Yeah.
It's those in the package.
Right.
If you notice, I have like 12 of them on my wall. Well, now I'm about to have like another 12. I got a NES action set with Duck Hunt Mario combo with the shooting gun sealed in the box.
Shit. How much did you pay for that?
For I'm gonna tell you, because I got all this shit at the same time. I got a box of movies, bro, and keeping all the shit that I want. I'm giving like probably 10 movies to my sister.
Yeah, that's why you gave me Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Right. Well, that was the one that I knew she had too, so I was like, I don't want it to go to nobody. So make sure it's in there.
I know, right? It's actually a porno.
Asian Sluts 9.
Yeah, it's in
Trouble in Bangkok.
I can't.
Anyways, I got
BBCs and BBWs.
I got a manual for a Nintendo Power. I got like a Nintendo Power from like back in '97.
Oh my god! I had a my neighbor really into games, and he gave me a literal stack of Nintendo Powers.
Yep. My wife, or not my wife, fuck, my mom, when I was a kid, she got me a subscription to it for a year. And I had them all for a long time, but then I just threw them out because they started getting shitty, like torn up.
What's crazy is like you could probably, like if they were in good condition,
get they're still $15-$20 people pay for those now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I got that. I got another Mr. Freeze. Say I got 2 of those. I got a Yoda Pez dispenser. The Penguin from Gotham Funko Pop out of the box, but I got him. I got Green Goblin from the old Marvel. I got him, action figure. 10 comics, a lot of old New Mutants and stuff, some vintage. I got old Teen Titans, old Batman, shit like that. I got 10 comics. Signed autograph, like limited edition baseball from the Hall of Fame or whatever. I got that.
Mm-hmm. So you got all this for like one price.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm getting there. So much stuff.
I think you've covered most of it.
Bunch of CDs. A whole fucking milk crate of CDs, dude. A lot of old 70s soul shit you wouldn't like.
I like soul music.
There was a double disc of Pink Floyd The Wall. I got so fucking excited, bro, that I was like gonna get that because like I'm pretty sure that album still goes for a shitload of money.
I would love to just have it.
Right? And I opened it up and there's no fucking discs, bro. But the booklet and everything is still there. It looks fucking cool. I thought about just putting it up on the wall.
Yeah.
Like just, you know. And then I got the Pink Floyd The Wall, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was even more. And it's like one of those limited edition ones, you know, and shit.
Is it in there?
Yeah. Well, fuck, I didn't look, but I hope.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can borrow it.
I have never watched it. I heard it's pretty trippy.
I wanted to watch it on acid.
I've seen
the first time I watched it because I heard that's the way you're supposed to watch it. But
I've seen a few clips from it, but I've never sat down and watched the movie.
Right.
And my dad was a huge Pink Floyd fan, so
right.
I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah, a lot of the movies I got, some of them weren't even opened. I got a bunch of the Disney Vault DVDs still sealed, but
right.
Anyways, got all that. Oh, and NASCAR Barbie 50th anniversary NASCAR Barbie.
Yeah,
got it for my daughter. Still in the big old box and shit. All that $17.
Why?
Why?
Like, why did he give you all this for $17?
Because I got a friendly face. Like
I just imagine you walking up to his booth. He's like, young man, you have the friendliest face I've ever seen. Everything you see, $17.
I tell people this all the time, man. A little conversation, just a little give a fuck about a stranger every now and then. Because I get vibes off of people. Like, some people just look like they need somebody to be nice to them. You know what I mean? Like, they just down on their luck, having a shitty time.
Yeah, okay? That's my big computer. This is why I record on the laptop now. Laptop's still going. We're good.
Oh, good. God damn. I almost got so scared.
My main computer just shut down.
I guess your reaction should have told me that we were good.
Scared.
Because the last time that happened, you were like, I thought you were gonna flip a fucking table. You were so fucking mad.
It's because it was all done. It was all record. Yeah. It doesn't save as it's recording, so everything that was recorded is done. Yeah. That's why I got the laptop. The laptop is my fucking workhorse for this.
That's good.
So, but yeah, my big desktop just shut down because it didn't feel like being on anymore, I guess.
Okay. But yeah. Yeah, that's why I look like that, because you were just like, I was like, oh shit.
You're like, wait, what just happened?
I was like, Greg's gonna kill this computer. He's gonna fucking murder it.
It was that calm before the storm. Like, I'm just gonna kill everything in the room.
Like, he was just like, oh man, this is not really gonna happen. This didn't happen. It didn't happen again.
It didn't happen again. It doesn't happen again.
But anyways, I met this old dude and he was very nice, and he just looked like, you know, nobody talked to him anymore, you know what I mean? Like, his kids were older and didn't care, you know, and he was just like, you know, I'm just trying to get rid of this shit. And I was like,
whose shit is it? Is it his?
He's like, it's just stuff that I've had over the years, and then my wife liked collecting stuff, and then, you know, she had some of it put back and stuff, and then, like, you know, nobody ever took it, nobody ever wanted it. He goes, and now she's gone and she doesn't care, and you know, he's like, I just tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
So he's like, make me an offer. I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because like, I've never been to this flea market. Well, I have, but it's been years.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, sir. I was like, this is a lot of cool shit, like a lot of cool shit. And like, I don't have a lot of money on me. I only have $17.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, that's an oddly specific amount. I was like, because I'm not lying. I had 20. They made me pay 3 to park here. I didn't fucking know that. Like, I would have parked at the fucking gas station and walked down here.
Yeah.
But and he's like, well, $17. He's like, you can have whatever you want. I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, go ahead. So I was just gonna take the comics,
you
know, And he was like, well, take these and then take this and take this. And I'm like, oh shit, no, like this is way too much. Like, he's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I ended up leaving with like 4 barrels full of shit. Like,
I guess I was about to say, don't you feel like you ripped this old man off? But if he was insistent that you take it for $17,
I did. I literally, like, the whole time he was packing it up, helping me pack it up. I was just like, this just doesn't feel right. Like, you know, like somebody will pay you good money for this, and he's like, I don't need the money. You know, I just want it gone. And
that's kind of like me sometimes. I got through selling a bunch of stuff, and it's like I don't need the money. I just kind of want to clean up around. So.
Because honestly, I think that's what a lot of yard sales and shit are. Like,
just people trying to get
nobody ever tries to get the dollar amount they paid for shit. Because if you think about it, like, you'll go insane.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not trying to get robbed either. Like, I had people trying to offer me like way under what something's worth, and I'm like, this is like brand new, right? I'm not trying to ask for like brand new price, but you're kind of like,
if you threw a yard sale tomorrow and you took every movie off your shelves and put them out there, and I know that you for a fact you have some good side, like good amount worthy Blu-rays, steelbooks, shit like that.
And I have a lot of collector's editions and stuff like that.
Other than the steelbooks and like the collector's editions ones, like everybody would expect you to sell those DVDs for $1 a piece. The Blu-rays you might get 2 or 3 for.
Right.
But like not a single soul. Like if you said, yeah, man, these are $5 movies, like these, I'm giving you a deal at $5.
Yeah.
I paid $30 for this fucking thing. Like,
right.
I'm giving you a deal. Nah, man, it's just not worth it to me. You can stream this somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the point of it. And like, especially when you're out at flea markets and stuff. Like,
exactly. Like I was showing the wife.
If it hadn't been me, somebody would have fucked that old man and got him. And then would have.
So you're allowed to fuck him?
I didn't fuck him because like I'm not gonna sell this shit. I'm not gonna make any money off.
Oh, I
this.
see what you're saying. Resell.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think he knew that. Like because I told him, I said I'm not a reseller. Like I collect stuff. Like I'm the collector.
Yeah. You should have pictures on your phone. Like, look, I just keep all this shit. Like,
yeah. And
my wife's on the verge of divorcing me because I have too much shit.
Dude, when I pulled in, I didn't even want to fucking tell her, bro. She was so. I was like, oh, she's gonna be so blown. Because like,
did you go and get more money out of the bank?
That's what she said. That was the first thing she's like, if I look on the fucking bank statement, Nick, how much did you get? Because she was good, until she saw the fucking Nintendo. When she saw the Nintendo in the box, she's like, is that in the fucking original packaging? The fucking Kmart sticker is still on the front of that bitch from 1985. Dog.
I know. I was gonna say I could probably look that up and see how much it was probably.
If you look on eBay, I bet they're going for anywhere between like $300 to $500.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not gonna sell it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I couldn't believe it, bro.
Right.
This is the best luck of a stroke of morning I ever had in my life.
I mean, you go out there enough, you go anywhere.
No, that's the thing. Like, this is the first time I threw a pole. I threw a pole out in that pond, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just found a honey hole, like.
Yeah.
And he's like, you come back out here. I was like, motherfucker, this might be my new flea market. Like.
You'll have to tell me which one it is.
It's Webster. It's a fucking drive, dog.
I was going to say, isn't that like far out? Because somebody told me like, oh, there's Webster, but it's a hell of a drive.
It took me almost an hour to get there.
Fuck off. Nope.
It's in the middle of nowhere, dog.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's not a lot. It's not like Silver Moon. There's no bartering. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part. You might get somebody to take $1 off, some shit like that. But yeah.
I feel like Silver Moon is a yard sale.
It's a swap meet.
Yeah.
Is what I call it, because it's like an old school, like it's a yard sale somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Like people are just getting rid of the shit. Like this is the last place before it either gets donated or thrown into a dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is more like Arbondale a little bit. Like people were out there selling bootleg fucking speakers and, dude, they are people out there selling fucking puppies and parakeets and canaries and all these exotic looking birds. And
oh, so it's like old school.
Oh yeah.
Big
dude,
top.
People were selling fucking army guns and shit out there, dude. Like people were just like holding fucking Uzis and shit like that. Like, oh, so you only want $300 for this? This is a whole nother experience, bro. There's people that have samurai swords and shit.
That's cool. Maybe one day I'll have to go out there with you. Maybe things won't be so wet.
Yeah, well, that's another thing, and it's only on Mondays. So we'll have to find a Monday we're both off and do it.
So that's what you were doing yesterday.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect to be out there as long as I did. That happened right before I left, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was out there, I took her around, and like I'd only spent like $3-4.
Yeah.
You know? Well, like I said, I paid to park, and then I did it. I looked around, and then I was gonna go back and get a couple things, and then I ended up stopping by that old dude, and that was the only place I went. So.
That's pretty funny. That's cool.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Now I need to watch your video just to see what you actually got.
I fucked up on that too because I was so excited, like I was yelling, but the song I picked is I Can't Stop, like the dubstep edition.
Right.
Because I thought it went real well with the video. And you can't kind of hear what I'm saying. It's
you know you can change the volumes on things, right?
Yeah, I know. I should have definitely did that, but I'd already posted it. So I was like,
you can like take it down and redo it.
Yeah, it's already out there now. You know me, bro. One take shouty.
Yeah, right.
So,
Unless you accidentally delete the video.
Yeah, which is fucked. That's why I'm glad I don't miss YouTube. I haven't put a video on YouTube in fucking months.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, you could just do both. Like,
I know, because it literally has a button that it says ship to YouTube, and I repost it. But like, I did that with a couple of the TikToks, and nobody watched them. I had like 7-8 views.
Yeah, but you're still putting it out there. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody really watches our YouTube video. They more so listen to the podcast, but I still put them on YouTube.
I thought the YouTube was where we got a lot of our listens. Spotify's killing it, huh?
Yeah, like, well, Spotify, iTunes, whatever, however they're listening to it, but we get more listens than we do watches on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I knew we didn't do the video, but they still listen to it. That's where I listen to it, is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Fuck it. I mean, it only takes like, what, 2 minutes to say?
Yeah, it's just extra exposure.
I put a new video on the War with Cinema TikTok.
Did you?
All the movies that I got yesterday.
I'll check it out.
I put it on. It's a big old stack, dude.
Yeah.
I got Neverending Story too. A lot of kids movies.
I don't want to watch that at all.
What?
Neverending Story 2. I'm lying. I have seen that. Isn't that the bullies?
It's with the big white dragon.
That's the Neverending Story 1.
It's in the second one too.
Okay.
I just remember that. I just remember he rides on it. Like, that's all I remember about the movies. And then the third one had Jack Black. That's
right.
The one you're thinking.
Jack Black is the third one. Yeah. I have seen them. I haven't seen them in so long.
Yeah, it's because they're not good.
No, they're not good at all.
The poor kid that plays it, he's dead. Like, but I got that. Like I said, a couple Disney. I got like all the Stitch, Lilo. I didn't no idea they made like fucking 3 Stitch movies. I got all those.
I just watched Lilo and Stitch probably like 2 years ago.
Oh, one I was super excited. Fern Gully Special Edition.
Yeah, I loved Fern Gully.
Dude, somebody was just telling me about Fern Gully the other day too.
So good. Robin Williams' best performance.
I wouldn't say the best, but it's very good. It's one of his better animated ones. Yes.
Voice acting.
I mean, the genie is always number one, bro.
No.
What? What? I love him in the Happy Feet too.
I never watched Happy Feet.
Yeah, I love that he plays the Spanish penguins. It's funny. And Robots, he's good in Robots, even though that movie's not great.
I was gonna say, like, I remember watching it, but I do not remember that movie at all.
It's not. I mean, it had a big cast too.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor and Jude Law and Robin Williams.
Speaking of Colin Farrell, have you seen the new Dark Knight?
Not Colin
Batman.
Farrell.
I know. I was making a funny pivot.
Cutaway.
Yeah.
Good shit. Dude, that is him playing the penguin.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't look anything like him.
His eyes is the only thing.
They got him like on a fat suit and shit.
Right.
Take it easy, sweetheart.
So what do you think of the new Batman trailer? Are you excited? Are you less excited? Are you...
I am excited, but it does bother me that they're trying to build a franchise around a lead actor and a director that fucking hate each other.
Right.
And we haven't even gotten through the first movie yet. Supposedly he's knocked up Catwoman on set. He's not working out. He's doing whatever the fuck he wants. He's going full method. Like, Matt's like, you know this is a fucking movie, right? I am vengeance. Like, what is going on in the set of Batman? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but I don't know.
But not just behind the scenes, but what's actually on screen? Is it something you're looking forward to?
It looks fantastic, I think.
I am reserved.
It's giving you the feel of what a Batman movie should be. Like, you know, it's a young Batman first getting started. He's beating the shit out of criminals. He says it's not just a beacon, it's a warning. And he's, you know, the fucking Batmobile. It's like a badass, like off-road, fucking muscled out, Fast and the Furious car with a fucking jet plane engine on the back.
I have to say, it feels edgy.
Yes,
but very like teen angst edgy.
And I'm go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it makes me a little reserved. It seems a little too. I don't know.
When it shows him with just like the
emo hair.
Yeah, and his mask off, I'm kind of
Yeah.
But like, I can get over the cheesy look if you deliver on the acting.
Not the acting, but also the story. If you make it a good detective story.
Well, what really has me more excited than anything is the fucking villain. Like, I love how they approach the Riddler.
Well, they got double villain. The Riddler and Penguin.
Well, I heard the Penguin's not really the villain in it. Like, they're just kind of setting him up for the next one. Like, he's more of like a henchman / cameo in this one.
Right.
Like, he doesn't become like a big timer until the next one.
Oh, okay. Well, they showed him a lot in this trailer. That's why I thought he was more.
He might be, but the way I was led to believe from what I've read, like, he's not the main villain in this one.
Okay. But yeah, I'm excited for Riddler because it'll be a good detective story.
And the Riddler, it seems like he's gonna they took a dark approach. It's not Jim Carrey. It's not slapsticky, comic booky.
They said they took inspiration from Seven.
Because the Riddler he can be wrote as a great villain.
Yeah.
Somebody that toys with the same kind of intellect that Batman has and sets these traps and these riddles that he has to solve before a bomb goes off or before somebody's killed. Like, that makes it for a great movie in general. That's why, like, one of my favorite Die Hards is the third one, because it's him and Sam Jackson just running around the city trying to figure out this madman's equation, you know, whatever, trying to like stop these bombs from going off, you know.
That's why I liked the first episode of Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah,
it's him, you know, just figuring out, you know, this person's whatever. It's just, you know, great minds teaming off.
And that's what Matt Reeves said, is he wanted this Batman to be more focused on the detective aspect.
Yes. And that's what I'm excited for.
And he said that that's never really touched on in any movie. It's just like he just has all these gadgets and kicks a lot of ass.
But he's also bulletproof, apparently.
Well, I mean, the suits. I mean, he's got it.
But Batman has never been able to take a bullet like that head on from a fucking full automatic. But
well, it's supposed to be the 80s too. So, I mean, guns ain't like, you know, as crazy as they are now, like all the hollow point and armor piercing rounds and shit. Like,
I guess, but I just feel like he shouldn't be able to take two full on machine guns to the chest like that.
It wasn't a machine gun, it was a handgun.
It was automatic. No, in the cave, they were holding full on assault rifles.
I see that.
And they were just going, you want to watch the trailer right now and I'll show you?
No, we don't have the time.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's the only part.
Maybe
that
I only watched the condensed trailer of it.
Maybe you have to check it out because he's in a tunnel and there's two guys with full on assault rifles and he's just taking it to the chest, and I don't know how.
Yeah, I remember the one where he's like fighting.
He takes the one single.
He shoots him like 2 or 3 times, but then he shocks the fucking shit out of him.
Right.
Up against the pole, and then they're like, "Is he gonna kill him?" And he lets him go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought I think this definitely shows some promise. And like I said, the only thing that troubles me more than anything is just the shit going on behind the scenes. Will it affect the movie?
Yeah, but a lot of times that makes the movie better somehow. Like Apocalypse Now had so much shit behind the scenes, but it's like one of the greatest movies ever made.
A lot of people lost their lives on that set.
Yeah.
It's shitty just because, like, when I think of that, I always think about Marlon Brando being a piece of shit.
Yeah, he was being a dick during that shooting.
He caused a lot of the problems on that.
Mm-hmm.
With the cat rewrites and the fucking nonstop takes and
him not wanting to lose weight.
Do anything.
That's the I want you to be in this movie, but you need to drop about 30 pounds. And he gains 30 pounds. What the fuck?
He said he used to charge people like $300,000 just to read it.
I believe it.
Because he owned an island.
Yeah.
And they would have to fly it out on a helicopter.
That's why he's shot the way he is.
And then he would charge them $300,000 just to read the motherfucker. Or have somebody read it to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What a piece of shit.
Ballsy.
That makes me want to watch The Island of Dr. Moreau, because that's another one where he's like off his fucking hinge. But that's another movie where the behind the scenes kind of like ruined the movie.
That's why I always like Superman, the first one, because those lines are literally right there in those crystals on pieces of paper. He had never seen them before. They said he came in all fucked up from like an all-nighter and literally just put on the acting performance at that moment, just reading the shit off pieces of paper, taking those pauses. You know, shit like that. Like, that's all I could just picture is him like, fuck, I'm hungover. Jor-El.
That's hilarious.
Because those movies are straight cheese. You know what I mean? But I saw it when I was little, so they always I like them.
Yeah. I think that's why people like The Flash Gordon, too. Saw it as a kid, and it's just like nostalgia.
There's a lot of older comic book movies that are like that for me.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love The Phantom with Billy Zane. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's a terrible movie, bro.
I heard.
But I used to love that movie. But I do hope Batman's good. Black Adam looks kind of cool. And then I saw The Flash, little snippet. You hear Michael Keaton's voice. So that gets you excited.
I didn't watch anything else. I just watched the Batman trailer.
I
am burnt out on the superhero thing. Yeah. I know it's your shit, but I am burnt the fuck out.
Everything's getting moved back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything doesn't come out until the end of next year.
I know.
Or halfway through next year.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, Batman's still coming out in March.
Oh,
so that's probably like the first thing we'll get to see next year.
I want to be excited.
I do too. Because DC needs a win. They need a win.
Didn't they just have one with Suicide Squad?
See, people liked it and shit, but like it didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's all about the money.
I don't understand that. I know a lot of people liked it, but how did it not make its money?
Because HBO Max. They charge people $14 a month, and I watched it 12 times. And if I would have had to go to a movie theater, I would have paid $20 each time.
This is true.
With popcorn and a drink and all
They got to restructure the way they do things.
Well, that's why they're only doing it for this year. See, that's how they brought everybody on. Like, buy HBO Max, you get free fucking new movies for a year. Come on. We gave you Snyder Cut for free.
Yeah.
And they're not even trying to fucking make money off of that now. They've killed that shit. Like, they pretty much came out and said, yeah, man, Zack Snyder can get fucked. He ain't getting nothing else from us. Like, at that point, it's just like, why did you let him do it if you weren't going to go anywhere with it?
To appease the audience. To appease the fans, rather.
It did, but now we just want more. Because true fans of his style, his superhero movies, like, we want more of that shit.
I don't know. I think I'm starting to fall off the Snyder train because the Army...
Oh, City of the, or whatever it was, the
Army of the Dead.
Yeah,
that kind of like didn't do anything for me.
I wasn't a big fan of that one either.
Yeah, so
my dad liked it, but
when I started watching it like it's a live action cartoon, I started to have more fun with it. But I don't want to go back and watch it. The cinematography killed it for me.
He loves the slow mo.
Yeah,
and I do too. I love 300.
Well, 300's great. It's what put him on the map.
It says I will always be a Zack Snyder fan because he made 300. And I like Watchmen. A lot of people don't, but I like the Watchmen.
I like Watchmen. I think Sucker Punch is great, which now that we took the lift off, we're going to do Sucker Punch one day next year.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about.
Well, I'm not in the least bit upset that I gave you the Blu-ray for that.
No, you gave me the extended version that I didn't watch. And I'm like, how did I watch this without this? So
you're welcome.
Thank you.
I think somebody gave that to me. No, I'm just kidding. I think I paid $1 for it. But yeah, I'm really excited about not only for the month of McCarthy, but I'm also excited about Christmas, December.
I know. I need to pick out what movies I'm going to do for the podcast for Christmas.
We're going to get what, two a piece,
probably
right?
About 2 each.
Yeah. Which, you know what you're getting? Because I already know one for sure I'm giving you. Like,
what?
I'm fucking positive. Jingle All the Way.
Oh, okay.
You are getting that shit. Like,
I have it.
I love that fucking movie, bro.
Yeah,
I don't own it. I don't know why. That's
the funny part. I own it and you don't. I mean, I love Jingle All the Way. Don't
I'll
get me
buy
wrong.
the motherfucker on Amazon Prime if I have to, digitally, if I have to watch that shit. I love that fucking movie.
I might do my favorite, Bad Santa, because you don't seem to like it as much as I do.
Yeah, see, I'll go back and watch it for that though, because like I said, it's Christmas, so like, why not?
It's my favorite Christmas movie. I will watch it every Christmas.
It's barely a Christmas movie to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know everybody.
Die Hard is more of a Christmas movie than
the
Bad Santa.
Exactly. That's a good one though.
Ooh, I think I know my second one because it became my new favorite Christmas movie.
I wish we hadn't already done Surviving Christmas, because that would have been my other one I gave you.
Yeah, I'm glad we already did that.
Hey, my dog saves it. My dog saves that movie. But I don't know, man. Part of me wants to go old school and give you Christmas Story, because I love that movie. But then
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's another one that I watched it. Like,
oh yeah, it's everyone's nostalgia movie. I didn't watch it growing up. I watched it as an adult, and I'm just like, it doesn't.
That's what
it doesn't
that's the
do
difference.
it for me.
Yeah, that's the difference. Because if it's that narration, man, I love that old school narration. I thought it was Adam West forever, but it's not. Like, yeah, that's the one I miss. But I don't know. Can we go cartoon?
You do whatever you want. I'll make you watch Elf.
Oh,
I mean, you already watch it because of your wife.
I know, I hate fucking Elf, but every Christmas I have to watch it. Like, maybe Jim Carrey Grinch. I love that one too. We watch that every year.
Yeah, but is that one you want to actually talk about?
Nah, not really.
Yeah. There's so many.
Oh, I might go Scrooged with Bill Murray. That's a good one.
I don't think I've seen his.
That's a good Christmas movie.
I don't think I've seen it. I've only seen the old one.
It's like Bill Murray's comedic take on the Night Before Christmas.
Right.
It's pretty good. Might give you that one.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. And then 2022, the no scene ban gets lifted. Like,
right.
I
so
think
you can pick
2022
literally whatever you want.
It's gonna the floodgates are open, baby. Like, we're gonna go hard.
Yeah.
In 2022.
Because it seemed like you were struggling to find movies to talk about because I haven't seen them. So you were giving me movies you liked, but you weren't necessarily like in love with.
Yeah.
So
well, see, that's the problem when, like, I don't know, man, like the movies that we like by ourselves are just that much different. And that's what makes it challenging, because I don't want to just give you a movie that I know you're going to hate. Like, I want you to like it. Like, that's my whole thing, is I want to convince you that that's a good movie.
Yeah.
And if you have seen it and you don't already like it, then that's kind of like lost the point of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, I was one I was always been wondering, and I keep forgetting to ask, but like 3 or 4 people have asked me if you've seen it, because they think you'll like it, is Fanboys.
Oh, right. I think I saw it. I don't remember if I
feel like every nerd has seen it at least once, but like, I own it, and I want to give it to you.
I think I saw it because it has that one guy.
The curly-headed dude from the Goldbergs. I love him. He's great in that movie.
Because I remember him, but I just don't remember the movie.
It's about 4 friends that grew up loving Star Wars.
Right.
And one of them gets cancer. So they catch the scheme to break into Lucas Ranch to watch episode 1 before he dies. And like, they get caught, obviously, and shit. But like, it's a good movie, dude. Like,
well, we'll have to do it.
It's got a bunch of big cameos, like fucking Seth Rogen's in it, Danny McBride's in it, like a bunch of big timers.
We'll have to watch it then. But
big things coming, folks, for this podcast.
Yeah, 2022 is going to be big for us.
And I just want to take a second also before we wrap it up, just to say thank you to everybody that always listens and shows me love, because people always message me. And they're always like, man, I love what y'all are doing. I love y'all's episodes. So,
yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. I'm glad we can bring some joy to your day, the monotony of your day.
Greg works very hard at this, and I appreciate that y'all think it sounds so good because I always give him the props because I'd have nothing to do with how this sounds.
You really don't.
He is the best at what he does, and I'm glad that people are starting to see that too.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, that's the thing is when you were like, I want to do a podcast, I'm like, well, it's not going to sound like shit. There's so many times I go to listen to a podcast and the quality is just so bad I can't not listen to it.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out how to do this properly and have us sounding decent.
Yeah, you've got me at the point where like I can't even listen to certain shit anymore.
Yeah.
Like it has to be at least at our level.
Yeah.
Or better.
Or better. Yeah, exactly. Because it just bothers me.
So I'm pretty much only listening to us and Joe Rogan at this point. Like, because that's how fucking good we are.
Yeah.
Why are we not famous yet, bro?
We are in our own little circle of fame.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we can go farther, people. Let's do this.
Yeah, right.
Let's get hard. Let's go hard.
Well, first we have to watch The Conjuring.
Yes. I'm excited about that next week, y'all.
So next time. Later.
Later.